CEO has a habit every time he gets drunk the next day. He must have a bowl of stomach-nourishing millet porridge. But today, he discovered that the servants hadn't prepared any. This instantly made him furious. The servant said the previous porridge was made by his girlfriend. The CEO just remembered that before they broke up, whenever he got drunk, his girlfriend would get up at 5 a.m. to make porridge. However, he didn't even glance at the porridge she worked hard for 3 hours to prepare. He directly knocked the bowl over and smashed it on the ground. To him, his girlfriend was just a servant. At his girlfriend's birthday party last night, the CEO openly brought another girl with him. His girlfriend was unhappy to see it, but the CEO didn't care at all. He even asked girlfriend to give up her seat, so the other girl could sit next to him. That to show his importance in his girlfriend's heart, he bet with his friends that she couldn't leave him, and surprisingly proposed a breakup face to face. No one expected that his girlfriend, who had always loved him, would agree this time, and turn to leave without looking back. The CEO didn't take it seriously, and even his friends were used to it, betting that she would come back in 5 days. The CEO, however, claimed it would only take 5 seconds, but after counting down 5 seconds, they did not see her return. Little did they know, she had long since grown cold towards him, and had already gotten in a car, leaving without looking back. At that moment, the CEO still believed she couldn't leave him, thinking it was just a game of push and pull. Unexpectedly, after returning home, she took the $70 million severance he had prepared for her. This meant she had completely given up on him, and packed her bags to leave the villa that night. It wasn't until the next day, when the CEO found no millet porridge for breakfast, that he remembered his girlfriend. After asking the nanny, he learned she had left last night. He immediately became furious and embarrassed. A friend suggested that the president text his girlfriend an apology in the gentlest of tones. The CEO followed his friend's advice and sent a message, only to find that she had blocked him. At that moment, the maid reported to the CEO that his girlfriend had cashed a $70 million check today. Hearing this news, the CEO was very angry, thinking she had always lived off him and couldn't survive without him. Little did he know, his girlfriend had reinvented herself, and planned to live for herself from now on. She used to give up graduate school for love. She now intended to complete, until the CEO had a stomachache and sought medicine from the servant. He finally realized what he had lost, so he borrowed the nanny's phone to call his girlfriend, saying he had a stomach ache, but she coldly told him to go to the hospital. This infuriated the CEO, and he stubbornly refused to go, even if it meant suffering. Ultimately, he collapsed on the floor. When the CEO's mother saw her son so ill, she was furious that his girlfriend wasn't there to care for him, and immediately called her to come to the hospital. When she heard the girlfriend refuse, she ran to the school to confront her. The CEO, wanting to see his girlfriend, used a friend's phone to call her, threatening that her books and materials were at his house, and if she didn't come back to get them, he would throw them all away. That night, the girl came to the CEO's villa. After searching the entire house, she found him in the basement. She only wanted her materials, but the CEO, in an attempt to win her back, promised that if she stayed, the whole room of cash would be hers.